Yo, what up? If you don't know, in Silksong there's a section in which Hornet is kidnapped and robbed of her items and clothes. This section is quite challenging, but it's also a really short one, so it's usually not that bad. However, the other day I was binge drinking and I came up with a horrible idea. What if I beat the entire game while naked? No upgrades, no tools, and no needle. Well, today we're gonna find out. And before you say this video is clickbait, let me tell you two things. First of all, go fuck yourself, and second of all, I will also play the game while naked in real life. Let's get to it. Save the explanations, we got shit to do. Here we go. Now, I actually don't know how much of a handicap being cloakless is, because, as I said, I was drinking. It will be fine though. After exploring a bit and struggling to kill one of the easiest enemies in the entire game, we reached the first boss, Moss Mother. Okay, while I fight this bitch, let me tell you something. The base needle does 5 damage. Without it, we do 3 damage. Almost half as usual, so fights are gonna take a really long time. But I mean, come on, this is Moss Mother, it's not gonna be difficult. Holy shit, this is bad. Oh, I'm already regretting this. Why did I come up with this idea? Hey, at least we can bounce on it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Am I seriously gonna die to Moss Mother? Am I really gonna... There we go. Too easy. After walking for a bit, Hornet starts to feel a bit weird. Guess I'm not the only one with a drinking problem. Eventually she passes out and we wake up to an old lady molesting us.
Is that dick good?
But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that she starts talking to me like I'm her fucking therapist. Lady, I don't give a fuck, just leave me alone. After running away from her, we get to this nearby town. Now, the cloakless mode might have a ton of disadvantages, but at least we can sit on benches completely still, watching menacingly, always one step ahead. Continuing through, we encounter a kid singing to a locked gate. Guess I'm not the only one with a drinking problem. We go through an alternative path only to reach an arena in which we have to fight a few waves of enemies, which of course I absolutely demolish. Once we open the gate, we encounter this lava area. Inside of it, we start to hear some fire beats. After exploring the source of the sound and avoiding some annoying enemies, we reach the coolest character in the entire game, Miss Poshanka. After talking to her, we reach this forest section full of these nasty enemies. Now, something that you're gonna notice throughout the entire game is that the worst enemies have one of two abilities. Either they throw shit at you like a rabbit monkey, or they fly. It might not sound that bad, but being cloakless also reduces the hitbox of your attacks, so it's more difficult to hit targets, especially if they move around like they just sniffed cocaine. In any case, we finally reach the place in which we gain a new skill and our main source of damage, the Silk Spear. Not only that, but we can also access a new area by destroying these seeming barricades. Getting back, we also encounter this NPC going through some kind of erection-induced psychosis. Guess I'm not the only one with a drink. Unlock this bench and help this trapped animal. There you go, you're welcome. I'm expecting some kind of economic reward though. What? Man, you're such an ungrateful bitch. Surprisingly, we beat the Bell Beast in one try. After getting high on some kind of ore,
Jesse, wake up!
the Bell Beast reappears, but despite my efforts to beat the shit out of it, I can't seem to damage it. We flush the toilet, then do some parkour and have a very pleasant conversation with one of the locals. Hello, good sir. We also found one of the worst types of enemies in the entire game. This motherfucker. Remember what I said about annoying enemies? Well, this one can do both. In any case, we reach the deep cocks. No, hold on. What the fuck? We reach the deep docks where we find Miss Poshanka again and... Afterwards, we enter the Hunter's March. This place is filled with enemies, but just like my mental health, I'm just gonna ignore them. We also found a bench right before an arena, but I'm too good of a gamer and too poor to use it. There we go. Once the fight is done, we continue through a path full of ants with suicidal tendencies and reach this place in which we unlock a new ability. Now we can run, which allows us to fight the next boss, not before doing another arena and meeting a body positivity activist, that is. Here we are. Our next obstacle is Lace, or as I like to call her, Miss Mommy Issues. Even without our needle, it isn't that bad of a fight, really. I have the power of Adido and Poshanka on my side, you nasty whore! There is one problem though. What? I hit her, I literally hit her. Nah, this woman has hacks. She's cheating. Yeah, for some reason sometimes our kicks go through enemies. Despite that, we managed to defeat Lace and continue with our journey.
Welcome!
After traveling through some ants and lava, we interact with this lady who wants us to collect some big, long, fat, and thick spikes. Man, I love animal cruelty. Once we retrieve them for her, she makes a floating cloak, which gives us the ability to flash our enemies mid-fight.
Oh shit, you got some big ass tits, don't you?
We then go back the way we came and Shee! There we go. I beat this giant robot just by bitch slapping it. Now up we go. Hey, it's the Damas kid again. We finally reached the next region in the game, England. Unfortunately though, the British are not happy to see us.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah?
But hey, at least we came across a pub, so that's nice. Guess I'm not the only one with a dream. After beating an arena and fighting a bunch of lesbians, we get to meet the British Prime Minister. This guy has two faces. His first face is actually quite simple. The second face is another story though, because this motherfucker will start spamming a technique used by every politician ever, demagogy. Still, his populism is no match to my intelligence, so we destroy him, kinda. Once defeated, we reach this section called Bell City, which is in a state similar to some US neighborhoods. You all got some spare fentanyl for me? Now, to help these people, we need to learn a new skill, and to do that, we need to beat another boss. Or do we? You see, with the power of Garama, we can rage bait this enemy.
The fuck you say to me, you little
and skip the fight altogether. Very impressive. Or it would be if I hadn't done this. I don't really know where to go now. I'm kinda lost. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god, I literally got into the boss fight I was trying to avoid! It's okay though, nothing a safe scam can't fix. We do it again, making sure not to screw it up and get the clean grip skill, with which we can climb walls. Right, so now that we have the clean grip, we can access this section. Is this a fucking joke? After some parkour and fighting a few enemies, we get to the person who has provoked the opioid crisis in the city. Hey, how much for a few grams? I guess they're closed. This is the widow. This woman is the epitome of just spamming attacks and having anger issues. I'm starting to think this lady has been consuming her own product. Thankfully, she's no match to my dodging skills, so we kill her easily. Yeah, that's right. Shut your bitch ass up. Such a bitch. Holy shit! There we go. All the fentanyl is for me now. Once we kill her, we suck her soul dry and learn the ability to play absolute bangers with our non-existent needle. Going back to the city, we can see that they are no longer under the effects of any drugs. Except this guy apparently. Guess I'm not the only one with... Now that we have the clean grip, we can go back to England and access the worst region in the entire game. Mexico. I mean, Sinner's Row. This section is not only full of enemies that can fly and throw stuff at you, but it's also filled with water that contains every STD that has ever existed. Let's get to it. Oh, finally a bench. Finally, after that torture, we find the exit and get to the next region, called The Mist. This section is even worse than Sinner's Row. Traps, annoying monsters, confusing paths, frustrating parkour, you name it. Eventually though, we finally got out. Garama! E tiro! Puquinero. Ah, busque. Poshanka! Poshanka! Despite my strong urge to end my life right now, we power through and encounter arguably the coolest boss in the entire game, the one and only Phantom! This lady can not only physically hurt us, but also emotionally, since she can parry our attacks and auto-farm mid-fight. That is until we damage her a bit, at which point she will lose her absolute shit and start spamming attacks and teleporting around the place. Lady, stop! 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 After a few close calls and 10 literal fucking minutes of fighting her, she goes down, giving us the coolest skill in the entire game, the parry. Once we took this elevator, we got to the Citadel. Before exploring though, Lace appears out of nowhere and starts giving us a sermon, after which cum starts raining from the sky, reviving all of the pilgrims into flying Annoying pieces of shit! In any case, we climb up this section and get to some sort of shelter with a drug dealer, flush the toilet again and continue. Now we're up against the second gayest boss in the entire game, the cockwork dancers. As a deeply closeted gay myself, seeing this queer couple being open about their sexuality makes me incredibly angry, so I beat the ever-living shit out of them. This boss has 4 phases. In the first one, they dance around the screen in a synchronized pattern. The second one is the same thing but faster. In the third one, they start moving around offset from one another. Once we deal enough damage, one of them will die and we will get into the fourth phase, in which the remaining dancer goes into a blind rage. Easy kill. Once they're both dead, these statues will talk to us. If we want to access the final boss, then we will need to collect 3 melodies, each located in a different region. The Vault Keeper section, which will test your fighting skills, the Architect's Zone, which will test your parkour, and the Conductor's area, which will test your will to live. In any case, we get to the Cockwork Core. In this place we can find a bunch of suicidal robots, easy kill, and the hardest song in the entire game. After some parkour and a very easy arena, we get to the Vault Keeper section. Before we can get the melody though, we need to obtain a new movement skill. But first, we need to fight Trobio. Who is Trobio, I hear you ask? Well, he's the most homosexual boss in the entire game. This gay, narcissistic, pyromaniac asshole was surprisingly difficult. He just wouldn't stop hitting me with his balls, you know?
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal. Oh man, that's beautiful. You listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people. Boink! I'm a force of nature. Bonk! If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo!
Guess I'm not the only one. Once Trobio is defeated, we access the Underworks, a section full of lava and jihadists.
Allahu Akbar!
We easily avoid them and get the claw line. After doing an arena... Come on, die! Come on, die! And having a bit of a silly moment... we finally get the Vault Keeper's melody. Next is the Architect's melody. Now, I won't get into much detail because, as I said, this section is mainly about platforming and that's not very interesting to talk about, but just know that I have developed an extreme phobia and hatred towards buzzsaws and clankers. Once we retrieve the melody, we go to the Conductor's area, which was actually quite simple to go through. But don't worry, the worst part is about to start, because in order to get the Conductor's melody, we need to fight the worst arena in the entire game. It's not only the longest one, but also the one with the worst enemies and waves possible. Well, here goes nothing, I guess.
Let's do it!
Okay, it's the final wave. Oh, come on, what is this shit? No, wait, no! It took me 1 hour to beat this shit. I'll leave you with my reaction now, it's truly priceless. Finally, with the 3 melodies, we activate the elevator and get to the final boss. Oh, come on, not you again! As I was saying, we get to the final boss. Here it is. Finally, let's do it. I hope it's not too much of a challenge. God damn! Hey, what you doing later, lady? Huh? How about you do me? Did you fall from heaven? Cause you look like bird shit. No, hold on, it wasn't like that. Hey girl, are you autistic? Cause you look like you need a special treatment and I can give it to you. With an injection, that is. Come on, lady, I don't wanna kill you. Well, you leave me no choice. I'm too insecure to handle a rejection. There we go. Easy kill. After defeating Grandmammy Silk, Hornet absorbs her soul and goes into some kind of alcoholic coma. Guess I'm not the